Title: Nigeria and India, The Great Connection, Chapter 1, The Two Giants of the World. Once upon a real time, not in a fairy tale, there were two powerful countries far apart on the world map but surprisingly very similar in many ways. One was Nigeria, the giant of Africa, and the other was India, the big heart of Asia. These two countries don't share borders. In fact, they are separated by oceans and thousands of miles. But what if I told you they have so much in common that they could be twins living in different houses? Let's go on a fact-finding journey, a fact check, where we will look at everything that matters between Nigeria and India, their power, their people, their stories, and their secrets. 1. People power, population. Both Nigeria and India are very full of people. India has more people than any country in the world. It recently passed China and now has more than 1.4 billion people. Nigeria is the most populated country in Africa, with over 220 million people. Now think of this, if India was a human, it would be a big city full of voices, music, and food smells. Nigeria too would be a giant marketplace filled with laughter, drums, and bright colors. Both countries are young nations when it comes to their people. Most of the population in Nigeria and India are young people, especially children and teenagers. That means they are countries with big futures. 2. Power and politics. Who leads the people? Both Nigeria and India are democracies. That means people vote to choose their leaders. In India, the top leader is called the Prime Minister. Right now, that's Narendra Modi. In Nigeria, the leader is called the President. As of now, that's Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In both countries, people vote in elections every few years. There are political parties, debates, and lots of excitement during voting time. Sometimes, it even feels like a football match because people are shouting and cheering for their favorite candidates. But here's something interesting, both Nigeria and India have had issues like corruption, unfair elections, and bad roads, yet their people never give up on hope. They still believe in change, and they still believe in their power to choose. 3. Economy. Who makes more money? India has a bigger economy than Nigeria. That means it makes more money as a country. India is one of the fastest growing economies in the world. It's big in technology, medicine, films, Bollywood, and space science. Nigeria's economy depends mostly on oil, farming, and trade, but there's something called poverty. People living without enough food, water, or money. And sadly, both countries have a lot of that too. Even though India and Nigeria make money, many people still suffer because the money is not shared fairly. Still, both countries are working hard to improve, especially with young businesspeople starting new ideas like mobile apps, fashion brands, and farming machines. 4. Military might. Who has the bigger army? Now, let's talk about power of a different kind, military power. India has one of the biggest armies in the world. It has over 1.4 million active soldiers. Nigeria has a much smaller army, around 200,000 soldiers, including the army, navy, and air force. India also has nuclear weapons, which are super powerful bombs. Nigeria does not have nuclear weapons. But Nigeria's military has been fighting big challenges like Boko Haram, a terrorist group, and Indian soldiers have dealt with border fights with neighboring countries like China and Pakistan. Even with different sizes, both armies are brave, tough, and work to protect their people. 5. Culture and color, the heartbeat of the people. Oh, now here's the fun part, India and Nigeria are both super rich in culture. That means they have a lot of music, dancing, clothes, food, and festivals. Musical notes. Music. India has classical music like raga, Bollywood songs, and Bhangra beats. Nigeria has Afrobeats, traditional drumming, and famous stars like Burna Boy, Davido, and Tiwa Savage. Performing arts. Movies. India's Bollywood makes more films than even Hollywood. Nigeria's Nollywood is the second largest film industry in the world by number of movies. Curry rice. Food. Indian food is spicy and colorful, like curry, biryani, and naan. Nigerian food is spicy and bold, like jollof rice, pounded yam, and egusi soup. Artist palette. Clothing. In India, you'll find saris, kurta pajamas, and bright jewelry. In Nigeria, People wear ankara, agbada, and beautiful head wraps. These two countries are like rainbows of tradition, and their cultures have traveled around the world. 6. Religion and belief, talking to the heavens. Religion plays a big part in both Nigeria and India. In India, the main religions are Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, Sikhism, and Buddhism. In Nigeria, the big religions are Islam, Christianity, and traditional African beliefs. Even though there are many religions, sadly both countries have also faced religious conflicts, people fighting because of different beliefs. But many people also live peacefully side by side, go to school together, eat together, and even marry across religions, so the story is mixed, sometimes hard, sometimes hopeful. 7. Geography, where on earth are they? India is in South Asia. It looks like a triangle sticking into the Indian Ocean. Nigeria is in West Africa. Just above the Atlantic Ocean, India has mountains, deserts, jungles, and beaches. Nigeria has rainforests, savannas, rivers, and also beaches. Both countries are hot, with dry and rainy seasons. And both are homes to amazing animals, from elephants to tigers, from lions to leopards. 8. Technology and brains, who's building the future? India is known for its tech brains. Many Indian people work in Silicon Valley, that's the tech capital in America, and Indian companies build apps, software. Young Nigerians are now coding, making games, and building apps to solve real problems, like sending money or learning from home. In fact, Nigeria is called the tech hub of Africa, especially in cities like Lagos and Abuja. So while India may be ahead in science, Nigeria is rising fast. 9. Languages, talking in many tongues. India has 22 official languages and more than 1,600 spoken languages. Nigeria has over 500 languages, yes, 500. But the big ones are Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba. Even though both countries have many languages, English is an official language in both. Why? Because both were once ruled by Britain, and that left a big mark. 10. What about their friendship? India and Nigeria are friends on the world stage. India buys oil from Nigeria, Nigerian students study in Indian universities, both countries work together in global groups like the United Nations and the Commonwealth. Sometimes, Indian companies build roads, hospitals, and power stations in Nigeria. And sometimes, Nigerian music and movies reach Indian homes, so while they are far apart, they are still connected in surprising ways. And now, the big question. We've seen how India and Nigeria are similar and different in many ways. But something deeper is happening, something most people don't even see. There is a silent connection, a friendship that is not just about oil or trade, but something else. Could there be a hidden story behind their bond? What if their pasts are more connected than we think? What if long ago, even before they were called India and Nigeria, something big happened?